Incredible platform for the future. He calls it a fantastic platform. What's your response to that?
I think it's hard to see what that platform is. Trade between the UK and the US was already pretty free. The average tariff that the UK imposes on US imports was about 3.8% prior to the Trump presidency, and the US average tariff was 3.4%. The White House actions have done a great deal to undermine free trade with the UK, and this so-called deal only walks.
This is an ABC News special report. Now reporting, David Muir.
Good afternoon, live from the Vatican. We're coming back on the air because there is smoke again coming from the chimney. Let's go right to the live picture. The swell of applause from the square right here, St. Peter's Square, obviously. And you can see right there would appear to be a white smoke, which would be an extraordinary development here in Vatican City. We have given the smoke some time over the last couple of smoke signals because often it can change in color. But as you can see from the faces in the crowd, it would appear the Catholic Church has a new pope. James Longman live down on the square. James, the reaction is unmistakable. The faithful who have gathered here now wait for word on who this new pope will be.
It is truly, truly extraordinary, David. Everyone just rushed towards the big screens because they're out here on the square so people can get a proper look. As soon as the image came up there, we heard a big cheer. Everyone rushing forward with their phones to try to get a look. You can see all around us, we've got the windows open on the buildings around St. Peter's Square, people flocking to take photographs. They're desperate to know who's going to be Pope. We did not imagine it was going to be this quick. This is fast.
Strain in the last 24 hours.
Osama, I'm so sorry. I have to interrupt you, Osama, because we have to go straight to Vatican City because we have been looking at pictures of white smoke from the Sistine Chapel. So these are live pictures from Vatican City, and just in the last minute or so, we have seen white smoke emerge from the chimney of the Sistine Chapel. And that, of course, means that the 133 cardinals who began electing a new pope yesterday in the process, there it is, the white smoke from the chimney of the Sistine Chapel, which means that the 133 cardinals that have gathered in the Sistine Chapel to elect the next head of the Roman Catholic Church have done so.
Science should be a part of that. So clearly Americans are going to be pushing hard for the Brits to reduce those current standards. But I think it shows you the way in which this is not a kind of done deal. This is really about...
Tom, sorry to interrupt you.
We can report that in the last few seconds we have seen white smoke billowing out of the Sistine Chapel chimney. This is breaking news. We have a new pope. The Sistine Chapel chimney has signalled white smoke at 5 this evening. This means that 133 cardinals inside the Sistine Chapel have decided, have voted and have elected the 267th Pope.
Expect that rates would remain on pause. Is that he said that stagflation, without saying the word stagflation, is a risk. And stagflation is potentially higher inflation and potentially slower economic growth. And it was really going back to this uncertainty with trade policy.
Kelly, I got to jump in, my friend, and you'll understand why this is a historic moment. We are seeing smoke pouring out of the top of that chapel, the Sistine Chapel, and you see people cheering there in Vatican City and teary at that. A special report has started. With CBS News, white smoke, we have a pope.
Can you hear it? The cheers across Rome and soon across the world. I'm Nora O'Donnell in Rome, and you can see it too. The white smoke. Just moments ago, the cardinals of the Roman Catholic Church sending the signal from the Sistine Chapel that they have elected a Pope. Maurice, oh my gosh, I have the chills. Listen to everyone screaming.
It is a goosebump moment for all time. You can feel the moment. You can feel the crowd. You can see the smoke, and you know
what just happened. Oh my goodness. It took, what, a day and a half?
Yes.
For the Cardinals, 133 of them, to elect the next Holy Father.
All the things about him, or find the videos or the tweets, or learn about his career and his CV, and I think we see it. Sorry.
There we go. That certainly looks like smoke, and white smoke.
Is that white?
We're gonna watch it. I'm gonna go to Aaron, and Aaron, as I toss to you, obviously the crowd there thinks that is the white smoke, but I know we're gonna wait for the bells.
It looks as if it is, Dana. It is clearly white, and we have seen the black smoke, which was clearly black. So I think we can say this is white smoke, and they have selected a pope.
To me, and that means the Cardinals have chosen a pope, the 267th successor of St. Peter, and shortly we will find out the name of who the Cardinals have elected and which name the new pope will be taking.
Yes, and we are watching, and everyone to breathe it in. The white smoke here over the Sistine Chapel, here at the Vatican, and the crowd. You see some of the celebrations, the emotion. You can't not feel the emotion being here to see something like this. I feel a little shaky, to be honest, to witness such a thing. And the joy of so many people.
God.
White smoke, as they will soon say, Christopher, Habemus Papum, we have a pope.
Yeah, incredible excitement. It was the crowd that really saw the white smoke first.
Walk out there.
This just in.
We have
a white smoke coming out of the Sistine Chapel. This means that we have a new pope. It is the third vote that's been taken. This is quite frequent timing. This is day 2 of the new pope. We've been waiting for this vote, white smoke, any moment. We'll see if this pope comes from the conservative wing of the party, the progressive wing, or is one of those consensus candidates. We know that the pope has 3 outfits, one of each size, so he will have something that he fits in about 40 minutes from now. We
all the second, 8 ballots over 3 days. As we watch this go, white smoke, we have a pope. We have a pope. The cheers are coming up. Do we hear the bells ringing? One of the things that has happened is that because it was difficult to tell white smoke from black smoke, they instituted the ringing of the bells. But now, on day 2 of this conclave, the Catholic Church, 1.4 billion Catholics, we have a new pope. Bishop.
Habemus Papam.
Habemus Papam, Bishop.
Well,
what's your reaction?
Well, I'm surprised that it came so early. This was like it was 12 years ago with Francis. It's telling me, I'm just guessing here, that maybe one of the people that really was predicted did get elected.
But what about the people? I mean, you spoke to the people who are there gathered in St. Peter's Square. I'm curious, what are they saying about not only sort of how they're feeling, the energy, you described a little bit of anxiety, but sort of why did they decide?
Morgan!
Is that it? Do we see the smoke?
Morgan, we've got...
Look at that white smoke coming out of the chimney and the seagull there. A pope has been chosen. There you are. The papal conclave has chosen a new pope. The crowd is cheering.
We are in the crowd.
That is the moment.
Morgan,
this is the moment the world knows.
Where we are right now.
Into specials now.
Morgan, I'm going to leave you with this crowd because we have got to go dial into our network special report. This is an unbelievable moment. I'm so glad that we were able to share it with you right now.
Look at this for our crowd there in St. Peter's Square, and for our viewers who are just turning in. We are live at the Vatican, where we see white smoke, which means that a new pope has been chosen. And to be clear, there were 2 earlier votes this morning at about 5:52 a.m. when black smoke left the chimney of the Sistine Chapel, and that meant a pope had not been chosen. Then the Pope, all of the other all of the other conclave went back in and they started voting. They had to meet, they couldn't leave and go out for lunch in the middle of Rome. They had to stay in there, cut off from the world. They're not using their cell phones, and that is when they had to...
I'm not hearing anything, are they?
All right, we are on there. Apologies, we're in Rome, and we look at the Sistine Chapel. We can see smoke, what appears to be white smoke, billowing from the chimney. That is indicative, along with the bells you're hearing, that there is a new pope. A new pope has been elected on the second day of the conclave. It is a dramatic, emotional moment here in Rome as this takes place. You can hear the crowds, thousands who packed into St. Peter's Square, hoping to witness this very moment. Look at the crowd. Ann Thompson is with me now, who covers the Vatican for us at NBC News. Your thoughts as we watch this, your thoughts as we're in the second day of the conclave?
Well, my first thought is it follows the same pattern as we saw with the election of Pope Benedict XVI and Pope Francis.
That's pretty big in the world, so I was very impressed by that. But we're going to take it to new levels. It's a very big deal right now, but I think it is going to grow just of its own volition. It's going to grow, and over time there'll be changes.
And we're going to interrupt Donald Trump because, as you can see, we have white smoke from the Sistine Chapel chimney. And there it is. And white smoke, which means we have a new pope. It is smoke that signals a new start for the Catholic Church. Let's have a listen to the crowds, which you can hear.
Con 9 minutos de la tarde, con esta imagen en vivo desde Roma, hay humo blanco en la Capilla Sixtina. Desde el Vaticano, los 133 cardenales congregados en este cónclave han tomado una decisión. ¿Quién será el próximo papa, el próximo líder de la Iglesia Católica? La chimenea lo anuncia. Hay un nuevo papa. Hay consenso entre los 133 cardenales y la Plaza de San Pedro estalla. Las campanas lo confirman. Hay un nuevo papa. El sucesor de San Pedro ha sido elegido. 6:09 minutos de la tarde en Roma, 12 de la tarde con 9 minutos en el este de los Estados Unidos. Y el júbilo es evidente ante la expectativa, la larga espera para ver esta fumarola. Ha concluido, ha estallado el júbilo con estas imágenes. Significa que por lo menos el elegido ha tenido 89 votos entre esos 133 cardenales. Significa que ha aceptado el cargo cuando se lo han preguntado y significa que en cualquier momento se asomará por este balcón en la Basílica de San Pedro. Las campanas solo demuestran el júbilo en un mecanismo que se establece desde 2005 para evitar confusiones, pues a veces había dudas sobre el color de la fumata, negro o blanco. Hoy es evidentemente blanco, pero además el sonido de las campanas nos lo anuncian.
Este es un informe especial de Noticias Univision.
Humo blanco en el Vaticano. Habemos papa, María Antonieta. Hay papa.
6:08 de la tarde, tiempo en la ciudad del Vaticano, señores. Humo blanco, fumata blanca. Efectivamente, Ilia Calderón, hay papa, pero ahora falta la confirmación. Cuando suene campanone, la campana mayor del Vaticano,
y echen a vuelo el plenum. Ilia, mira eso.
Estalla de emoción la plaza de San Pedro María Antonieta, abarrotada de personas que estaban esperando este momento. Desde el día de ayer empezaron a congregarse, esperando, pasaron 2 fumatas negras y definitivamente ahí están. Mira, el grupo de los mexicanos que ha estado muy pendiente de este momento tan importante para la Iglesia Católica. Hay un nuevo Papa.
Sumo Pontífice, ahí está campanones sonando. La campana mayor del Vaticano empieza a dar el tañer de él 267, el Sumo Pontífice de la Iglesia Católica número 267 está aquí. Y está ahí, tienen ustedes el tañer de campanones, la campana mayor a la que acompañarán en un plenum campanela, campanocho, Ave María, prédica y rota para hacer el coro que dé Ilia Calderón al mundo la noticia oficial. Padre Hugo
acompañan
Valdemar.